Welcome back. Still with us is Pamela Warner as we remember her beloved son, Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Earlier in our conversation, Pamela, you talked about there's work that needs to take place.
Yes.
And for you, a major part of that is keeping Malcolm's legacy alive. People don't realize, I didn't realize he was a self-taught bass player,
Yes.
self-taught poet.
Yes.
Truly, you raised a Renaissance man.
I would say.
And you raised someone who he valued the next generation.
Yes, very much so. And that's part of my work with the foundation. I'm creating a foundation, the Malcolm-Jamal Warner Living Legacy Foundation. And it's to inspire, to support, and encourage young musicians, young writers, young actors, and provide scholarships. That's my goal, that's my work, and that's what I'm focusing on doing.
What was it about spoken word and poetry that pulled him in?
The creativity. Malcolm was brilliant, and he was a brilliant writer. He started writing very, very, very early. There would always be books and things that he's writing all over the living room, and I never looked at them. I would pick them up and put them aside, but he started writing very, very early. I have some little letters he would write to me. He was just a very talented and gifted writer. And because he grew up in that genre of hip hop, as it started, he was part of that. That was his lane.
He had so many accomplishments, as we talked about. He won the Grammy. He was Grammy nominated for the poetry. Was there one body of work he was most proud of?
I think what he was most proud of was his daughter. I think that was the jewel in his crown. That was the jewel in his crown. I think with all of his accomplishments, I think they paled to that.
What did he tell you about fatherhood?
He said many different things. I can't remember everything he said, but he was a hands-on dad. He was very, very, very protective of his daughter. He was a dad. He was just a dad. He was always accessible as a father. His work, after she was born and got older, he always made sure that his work did not interfere with his parenting.
Wow. And
there were some jobs he would not take because it meant he would be away from his daughter for too long. He would do a week, 2 weeks at the most. Anything more than that, he was not going to take that job.
Which is even more special that he would have those boundaries, as we call them, but then find time for kids in the spotlight. I know for 9 years, he has been a part of helping young people, both younger kids and young adults, really find their way and find their voice.
Absolutely. Because he understood, he came out of a children's theater and how that impacted his life. That created the life that he lived for 54 years. And so he understood how very important it was to make sure that child has that spark or has the spark and to support it.
Yeah.
And he was very generous with his time, not just to children, but to everyone, everyone. And I said in a piece that I wrote on the Instagram that however short a time you spent with him, you came away better for it. He was just his later work, what he wanted to get into was transformational work, because he felt that we could all transform to be our better selves. And that was the work that he was starting to do.
To that point, the work he was starting to do, it already had an impact. We have a message from some of the children and some of the young adults who knew you were coming on, who are part of Kids in the Spotlight. We'd love to play it.
Don't make me cry.
Hello, Ms. Warner. My name is Taiji Charity. I am the CEO of Kids in the Spotlight. From the first time he presented at our annual Kids Film Awards in 2017, Malcolm-Jamal gave so much of himself, his wisdom, his time, his energy, and his heart to inspire our youth.
I just want to take a moment to say how much of a true inspiration that Malcolm-Jamal Warner was to me.
I had the chance to be on a panel for Black History Month with Kids in the Spotlight. And the biggest highlight, I got to meet Malcolm-Jamal Warner.
I have always admired him as an actor and as a poet.
He showed me that it's possible to pursue your craft, maintain your soul, no matter how successful you become.
I truly admired him for everything that he's done.
The impact he's had on these young people is unforgettable. And to honor his incredible contribution, we are introducing the Malcolm-Jamal Warner Musical Miles Award at our annual Kids Film Awards held at Paramount Studios. This award will celebrate the next generation of storytellers, musicians, and filmmakers. So Ms. Warner, thank you for the gift of your son. We are committed to carrying forward his heart and legacy. Thank you so much.
Wow. Wow, that's beautiful. Wow. That's beautiful. That was beautiful.
They wanted to send that to you. They are in the process of creating an award to honor Malcolm, and this award will be presented at their awards ceremony for years to come.
Wow. How beautiful is that?
Well, thank you for trusting us to talk with us about your beautiful son's incredible life.
Thank you.
And may his legacy in the work continue. Thank you so much,
Pamela.
Pamela.
Coming up, they say sudden death hurts like no other. After the break, the foremost leader in grief tells us why and what his own son's unexpected death taught him about how to grieve.
Meaning isn't in the horrible event, meaning is in us. It's who we become later.
Next.